It is time to talk basketball. It's time to talk Golden State Warriors basketball. Dub Nation, where you at? So the Warriors just had their media day, and here are some thoughts. Okay, so did y'all hear? So it looks like the report is that Trayce Jackson Davis has grown upwards of an inch over the summer. Seriously, the reports are that he's grown. So that would make him like right at 6'10" Y'all, that's actually like a big thing. Like, for being an undersized center, like how Trayce Jackson Davis is, which is really, we don't think, I mean, honestly, Trayce Jackson Davis probably isn't going to play that much four or power forward with the Warriors like ever. He seems to be locked in mainly at center. And so, yeah, for him to get a little bit taller, that's like amazing news. From 6'9" to 6'10", I can dig that. That is C-Train Station approved right there. That's awesome. So, yeah, a couple months ago, I did an appreciation video for Trayce Jackson Davis. We love Trayce Jackson Davis here at C-Train Station. We love him because he plays defense, he rebounds, and he's just great positioning. And I think that Trayce Jackson Davis is one of the more underrated passers that the Warriors have on the squad. Awesome. He's a really underrated passer at the big position. So I can dig that. I could really dig that. Okay. I love the emphasis on defense that it seems like the players had. Like specifically DeAnthony Melton. I love what Melton had. It just seemed like he seems like a defense first guy. And we love that because the Warriors they're going to have to make their name on defense, I think, first and foremost, right? They don't necessarily have that set in stone second score. Steve Kerr said today, I believe, that he was hoping even for Andrew Wiggins to shoot like upwards of 6 threes a game, and maybe emerge as that second scorer. I'd like to see that as well, but gosh, I would rather see Andrew Wiggins digging in on defense with the likes of DeAnthony Melton. And hear me out on this. And like, although I want to see, of course, it's great, and I want to see Wiggins shooting threes. I really want to see Steph and Buddy Hield shooting threes because Steph and Buddy Hield are absolute tried and true snipers. Okay, so yeah. Kevon Looney has talked about improving his range. He said that I believe he's like looking now to shoot 1 3-pointer again. Look, whether Kevon Looney actually improves his range and ends up shooting, becoming a 3-point threat, or even taking some shots from three, I like the fact that Kevon Looney is improving his game. He is a player that is a veteran on the Warriors and he's not just treading water. He is looking to swim, right? He is looking to really succeed, go above and beyond. So I like the fact that he's expanding his game. Just the fact that he's expanding his game is a good sign to me. And also that's a sign that he's healthy to me. Hey, did I mention that it seems like Trayce Jackson Davis grew an inch? Wow. Okay, anyways. Kyle Anderson at the 5, slow-mo at the 5. So I believe Draymond Green mentioned to Kyle Anderson, oh yeah, you better get ready playing the 5. You better get ready to play the 5 or something like that. And Kyle Anderson was like, oh my gosh. I was borderline a guard in Minnesota, right? Like I played like some guard in Minnesota, small forward, and now I might be like a center here at the Golden State Warriors. Here's the thing about that. I would much rather see Trayce Jackson Davis, Draymond Green, and Kevon Looney at the center position. So if Kyle Anderson is playing the 5, it's like that must mean, honestly, that Trayce Jackson Davis isn't on the floor. Probably that Kevon Looney isn't on the floor, right? So I don't love that because that makes the Warriors just so small. I just don't think that it's sustainable long term to have Kyle Anderson at the 5. But here's the funny thing. I actually think that while Draymond said, yeah, you better get used to playing the 5, I think that actually that Kyle Anderson is going to end up spelling Draymond at the 4 a lot more than we think. So if Kyle Anderson's out there with Draymond, sure, Call him the 5, but he honestly will be the 4. Draymond will be the 5, but I don't think that that's what's going to happen. I think that Kyle Anderson will be out there with a Kayvon Looney or with a Trayce Jackson Davis, and he might not be out there with Draymond Green. Because Kyle Anderson is one of the, he's an amazing passer, He's got a little bit of range. He can handle the ball almost like a guard. He's just got amazing skills. So what does that all combine to equate? The skills, so he's got Swiss Army knife skills that are akin to, not the same as, of course, but he has the versatile skills that a player like Draymond has. I see Kyle Anderson filling in that Draymond role. And should Draymond get suspended, should he pick up a knock or get injured or anything like that, I think Kyle Anderson fits that role, actually. Kuminga as well, honestly, at the 4, should Draymond be out for an extended period of time, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Speaking of Kuminga, love the Golden Lords. Has anybody seen the movie Meteor Man? Robert Townsend flick, got Eddie Griffin, James Earl Jones, a real good movie, a real feel-good movie as well. Meteor Man, like not Superman, but like Meteor Man. It's funny, it's awesome. And you'll know why I say Golden Lord when I said Jonathan Kuminga, because if you look, anyways, long story short, I like Jonathan Kuminga's hair. I dig it, of course. And I like his attitude about his contract. It looks like Kuminga is trying to control what he can control, and that's all that he can do. I hope for the Warriors' sake and for Kuminga's sake that he doesn't try to force it too much in terms of points in production. I hope that he continues to let the game come to him, even though he wants a new contract, even though it's a contract year. The way that he expresses that, I hope, is through defense, letting the game come to him, and through the Warriors' success. The Warriors are successful early. He's doing well. He'll get that contract, okay? He will definitely get that contract. Draymond said no move was the right move in the summer. So I have to defer to Draymond, but more to Steph Curry. And both of them reportedly were okay with the Warriors not making a move like for Paul George or for Lauri Markkanen over the summer. That kills me. I think that the Warriors are multiple moves away, but that's okay. Hey, if they're okay, I'm more or less okay, especially for now. You got to be positive. This is the beginning of the season. You got to be positive. Oh, by the way, didn't love the whole, was it Scott Osler or whatever? Draymond got riled up, and it's like, dude, this is like photo day, man. Like, it's okay, bro. Like, everybody, not for Draymond, not for the reporter. Like, I hope that everybody, for everybody's sake, that they like had a good outcome, that the day went well for them. The day went well for me, okay? Anyways, I hope the day went well, because there was a little bit of a Draymond, I think he spoke up because he was asked, like, are players worried about him or anything like that? Draymond is a very special, unique basketball player, athlete, and human being. And I don't think that in this video I will take on the multifaceted and dynamic player and personality that is Draymond Green. Just like as I don't think that the picture day was the time, or the media day was the time to go in depth, But I hope that Draymond had an awesome summer. I know he was in France, I believe, for the Olympic Games. Hope he had a great time there. This is just random, real random now. Watched a little bit of Lindy Waters. Yeah, he's the Warriors traded for him. He's like a shooting guard / small forward. Here's my thing. I believe and I hope that one of Melton, Waters, or Moody really, really, really emerges. All three of those players play good defense, can play great defense, and shoot well. Will any of them break out? And for Lindy Waters, I want him, if he ever sees it, if anybody around him sees this or anything like that, look, I want him to study a name. Look, Thabo Sefolosha, his game actually reminds me a little bit of Thabo Sefolosha's. If Lindy Waters can lock in on defense, I think he can become a baller. I think that he can make a difference. But honestly, It's going to be tough. There's a logjam at that shooting guard, small forward position, but I believe that Melton, Waters, or Moody could really become players and get playing time for the Warriors because of their outside shooting ability. And I hope that Kuminga proves it. But if he doesn't, those three players, look for them to take a lot of Kuminga's time because they'll be more effective from beyond the arc. Now, I hope that that doesn't happen. I hope that Kuminga just lights the freaking league on fire. And we'll see. Look, two-way Kuminga that averages 20 points or more per game solves so many problems for the Warriors. I will end with this, though. Future forecasting, future on the horizon. Just keep this out there. It looked like Damian Lillard was so unhappy at the Bucks media day. What does that mean? Well, everybody knows that the Warriors have had their eyes on Giannis. And if there were ever a year or two for the Warriors to strike, for Giannis to make themselves known, and for Giannis to actually request something, because he's always wanted to play with Steph. That has been known, right? For him to actually want out and want to sort of further his NBA journey with the Warriors, just keep an eye on that. Just keep an eye on that. Because look, if the Bucks don't start out hot, I don't know what's going to happen to them. Because seriously, I don't know. Just getting weird vibes. I know, Warrior-centric, but we always keep our eye out there, right? Okay, like, subscribe, comment. What do you think of Trayce Jackson Davis freaking growth spurt? Did anything stand out to you from Warriors Media Day? Like, comment, of course, subscribe. Thanks for checking out C-Train Station. See you next time.